इमरान भाई अंदर एसी लगा बैठ में।
तो क्या करना था फिर
ये देखें बस
क्या
ठीक है।
क्या किया आपने?
ये देखो
वन।
अभी जिधर से शैड शुरू होगी ना
हाँ।
ये एक वन एक दो अभी इधर से शैड शुरू है टू पे फिर वन पे कर देना है शुरू।
3 ओवर के बाद।
हाँ। कमेंट्री भी करते रहे, एसी लगा हुआ है अंदर कुंडी लगा है।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह आते रहे तो अंदर बाहर। ये आज मैन ऑफ द मैच के लिए?
ये ऐसी बस नहीं देती ना मैंने तो
हाँ नहीं।
इनके कानून पीसीबी से भी ज्यादा होते हैं।
100%। A warm welcome to the second round of the plate tournament with the bottom six teams. I mean, the next six, first six qualified for the main event, and the next six qualified for the plate shield. First game between ESC Friends and ESC Renegades as Abshar runs in and bowls to Safat. Good ball outside the off. Safat tried the force that.
ओपन नहीं किया
ESC है अभी.
हाँ ओके
Akshal running it with the last ball of the over to Saffat. Again, Saffat smashes it through covers, and this time it's well fielded in the covers. And with the end of the first over, Friends are 4 for no loss. A little bit of a slow start. One one nine. Juben is a new bowler. Oh no, there's a bowling change. Vipin is into the attack. ball was pitched on the leg and started moving slightly towards off. Izaz was good enough to dab it to point to pick up a single. With that single, the score moves on to 10 in 2.1 overs as Hunain comes in and bowls to the hard-hitting Safat Khan, batting on 4 of 7 balls. Hunain, right arm over, past the umpire, running into Safat. It's a short ball, Safat pulls it towards square leg, they go for one, and that's a boundary. That's a bad ball, pitch short, and all Safat did was pushed it, drove it towards, flicked it towards square leg for a boundary. With that, 4 Friends move to 14 without loss in 2.2 overs. That was a rank bad ball. The umpire is asking Hunain to move a little away from the popping crease as he is right in front of the umpire. As Hunain comes in, not a very good start. Bowls the next ball to Safat, pitched and moved away, and that is a wide. That was a googly but bowled a little wide. So that is an extra run. Not a very good start. 2 balls, 6 runs. It's been a little erratic as he comes in over the wicket to Safat, and that's hit towards mid off, and they grab a single. That was not very well timed by Safat as he looked to whip it away, took the top edge and went to long on, where the fielder did all the mopping up, and the score moves to 16 in 2.3 overs. Safat on 9 and Izaz on 6. A sedate start by Friends. As Hunain comes in, the next ball to Izaz. That's short. Izaz hammers it towards mid off, and there's no run. Hunain needs to get his line in length correct as he is a little short at the moment and not troubling the batsman at all. This is the power play. You cannot afford to bowl anything short of length. As he comes in, next ball to Izaz, outside the off, and Izaz punches it towards point, and there's no run. So 2.5 overs, 7, the score 16 without loss, as Izaz is on 6 of 8 balls and Safat 9 of 9. Hunain finished, going to bowl the last ball of his over. As he comes into Izaz, again short ball spun a mile and is called as a wide. Ball pitched on middle and turned a mile. Ball's turning a lot today. He has to control and think and bowl. As he comes in, the next over to Izaz. The next ball to Izaz. Izaz taps it towards third man and looks for a quick single. There's no run, and that's the end of the over. Hunain finishes off with 8 in the first over. He has to control the spin as it's turning a mile. At the end of At the end of 3 overs, the score is 17 as the team's change ends, as a power play is going on again. Upshur to continue proceedings with his second over. The Renegades have used 3 bowlers in the first 3 overs and have kept Friends guessing on who the bowlers are so that they won't get used to the bowlers. Upshur would be coming in, left arm over the wicket to Safat, batting on 9, and Izaz batting on 6. The star-studded Friends have got excellent cricketers. They have one of the best bowlers in UAE, Zia Mukhtar, waiting to be unleashed today. Last couple of months have been really good for him, right from the D15, the D10, and to playing for Volcano in the finals where he bowled beautifully. Upshur bowls the next ball to Safat, swung into him, but that's beautifully clipped towards square leg for a boundary. Akshar did get some swing, but the ball was full to Safwat, who took it on the full. There was a very good swing in the ball, but he didn't pitch it, and it ended up as a full toss, and all Safwat did was just give direction and picked up a boundary. Friends move on to 21 in 3.1 overs. As the power play overs are going on, in comes, and that's a straight drive.
Smasher.
Akshar with his second over, been an expensive first two balls.
जवार फरीद को ले गए।
कौन?
जवार फरीद।
अच्छा प्लेयर, स्मैशर में खेल रहे ना?
हाँ डॉन।
Next ball of Akshar, tailing into Izaz, who drives it on the back foot to covers.
वो तो अच्छा खेल रहे हैं लेवल 7.3
71, 7 overs.
78
78 हो गया अच्छा. As Akshar coming in with the fifth ball of his second over. Friends just started picking up the score and moved to 26. As Akshar to Izaz, who punches it towards covers. Beautiful style of Izaz as he picks up a single. Score moves on to 27 of 3.5. Safwat has been doing most of the damage as he's batting on 18 of 12. In comes Akshar over the wicket to Safwat. Oh, that's a beautiful Yorker. There's an appeal for LBW. The umpire says not out. It did look very, very, very close. There was an appeal for LBW. ये कौन सा है? हाँ, ये इसको निकालना है. चलो ठीक है. Punin coming in with the second over. Maybe bowling to Izaz. Let's see what he's going to do with this over. As Punin comes and bowls to Izaz, who tries to cut that towards point, and the slowness of the pitch defeats him as he doesn't get any run. In comes Hunain, right arm over to Izaz. That's a better ball, push towards point. They're thinking of a single, but no run. So Hunain's trying to bring the scoring down as he again coming in for the third ball of the over to Izaz. That's a beautiful ball. It's hit straight. Let's see what's going to happen, and that goes for a huge 6 as Izaz picked it up and smashed it over long off. Izaz gets going with that 6, moves to 13 or 14 balls. Al-Hunain bowled right into Izaz's arc and he smashed it over long off for a 6. Next ball pushed towards covers for a quick single.
2 over 21.
Al-Hunain comes in to Safwat, who's been batting beautifully on 18 off 13 balls.
9 over 88.
Both मारे. Bowling right arm over to Safwat. That's beautifully bowled and Safwat mistimes it towards mid-on for another single. With that, the score moves on to 35 in 4.5 overs. Being a tad expensive, 16 of his 1.5 as he runs in and bowls to Izaz. Bowling right arm over to Izaz. That's a good ball, that's a googly with Izaz reads on the back foot, read it very well, and that's the end of the over. A little bit of a sloppy fielding, but that's the end of the over, and Friends move to 36 of 5. With that, the last over of power play comes in. With Vipin coming into bowl the last over. We'll have some left arm spin as Izaz on 15 of 16 balls and Safwat on 19 of 14 are driving Friends who are 36 in 5 overs. Listen, left arm over. Oh, that's hit hard to Vipin, who floored that. That was a very difficult catch. Izaz gets another reprieve. That's his second chance today. And both of Vipin. Vipin almost got there, but the force of the shot took the ball away from his hands as he comes in to Izaz. .36 for no loss in 5.1. Vipin bowls outside the off. Izaz cuts it towards point. There's no run. There is a lot of purchase for the spinners today. The ball is turning. It's slow. As Izaz comes in, Vipin comes in. That's a wide ball. Pitched on the off and turned even further away. As Izaz leaves it and the extras go up and the score moves to 37 in 5.2 overs. Vipin comes another one. It's cut by Izaz to point. It's a brilliant fielding again. The good thing is the Renegades have kept Izaz on a very tight leash today. He's batting on 15 of 19 as Vipin comes. That's a wide ball, wasted.
April 25.
Yeah. That's a big six by Izaz as he waits for the ball to come in. Vipin bowled right in his slot and Izaz thumped it over long off, right over the umpire for a huge six. With that shot, Izaz moves to 21 of 20 and Safat 19 of 14. That was a bad ball by Vipin right in the slot. 27 of 27. And that's a good over. Pranav, he finishes his first over with 4 runs. Tight line. Renegades move to 60. Renegades friends are on. Off spinners from over the wicket from the pavilion end, bowling to Safwat. Friends on 60 after 8, off to a decent start. As Sijan gets ready to bowl round the wicket to the left-hander Safwat Khan, batting on 23 of 20. Sijan to Safwat. That's well bowled, and ball has missed everything. The batsman, the keeper, they run for 2 byes as Ashok couldn't stop the ball on time. It kept a bit low. Cleaning up done by Munib, and it's 2 byes. Score moves to 62 as Sijan has thrown the ball to the umpire Rashad to have a look. It's a good start by Friends as they push to 62 without loss. A bit of a hold up as the ball is being checked. And so the ball back to Sijan, who resumes bowling around the wicket to Safwat, batting on 23 of 21. And Izaz is on 27 of 28. So that's smashed by Safwat towards deep mid wicket. Well fielded, and the score moves on to 63 for no loss after in 8.2 overs. As Sijan over the wicket to Izaz. Sijan bowls over the wicket. That's pitch short, and Izaz smashes it over covers. That was a freebie for Izaz. As the ball goes bowled short, he moves onto the front foot and hikes it through covers for a good boundary. The score moves on to 67 in 8.3 overs, and Izaz is on 31 of 29. In comes Sijan with his 4th ball of the over, given 5 of 3 balls as he bowls to Izaz. That is a rank bad ball, half tracker, which Izaz takes complete toll off and smashes. Very expensive, already giving 11 runs in his 4 balls. He needs to get his line in length and his bearings right. Shijin. Pranam over to Izaz, batting on 37 of 30. As he runs in towards Izaz, bowls into him. Izaz cuts it towards point. They go for one, and that's misfielding, and they pick up another one. Sloppy stuff so far. Score moves on to 75 in the 9th over. An expensive over by Shijin, as he's been taken 13 of the over already. Izaz drives it past him, moves to 40 of 32. Slowly Izaz is building up his score. And at the end of 9 overs, Friends are 76 for no loss, with a projected score of 1 in excess of 169. Izaz batting on 40 and Safat batting on 24. Pranav comes in over the wicket to Izaz. That's flighted, hammered by Izaz, and let's see what happens, and that's another 6. That was an over-flighted ball by Pranav. Izaz just smashed it over mid-off for another huge 6. With that, the Friends move on to 82 as the fielders are retrieving the ball in 9.1 overs. After a slow start, Friends are really going for it now, going for leather. Great shot by Izaz. As Pranav bowls to Izaz. Izaz taps it towards point. They look for a quick single. Not coming through, as the ball was played quite quickly. And that's a red dot ball. Safat 24, Izaz 46. Score 82 for no loss. As Pranav comes in with the third ball. That's bowled wide outside the off stump. Quicker one. And Izaz tried to place it towards third man, missed it. Ashok had the bails off, but then there's no run. So that's another dot ball by Pranav, as he bowled a quicker one, seeing the batsman advancing. So good comeback by Pranav, as he comes in to bowl the third ball of the over. Izaz plays it quietly towards point, allowed the ball to come in, which spun slowly and kept low. Izaz played it towards point, and there's no run. After the first ball, which went for a 6, Pranav's come back with 3 good dot balls. And comes Pranav over the wicket. That's short, and Izaz has hammered it towards deep mid wicket, and he picks up a single. Humid conditions, the batsmen are jogging through for a single, and score moves on to 83, the last ball of the 10th over. As Pranav bowls to Safat, who's been a little quiet and off strike for some time, and Izaz has taken the strike on himself and started putting on big runs. As Pranav bowls a juicy ball, and it's an appeal for LBW. That looks quite plumb. Very lucky escape for the batsman, as the umpire thought that the ball is going away after spinning, but that's very close. An excellent over by Pranav comes to an end as the score moves to 83-10. Renegades are sticking to their spinners as there is a bit of turn and invariable bounce on this wicket. Weapon comes back, left arm around the wicket to Izaz batting on 47 and Sifat on 24. Weapon to Izaz, that's bowled outside the off, coming in slightly. Izaz drives it, there's a misfield on long on and mid on, and they go for a quick single. That's a bit of a sloppy fielding by Renegades. The need of the hour is to cut the runs and put pressure on the FRINDS batsmen as they are off to a good start with 84 for no loss in 10.1 overs. In comes Vipin. Down over. Safat's gone for a big hit towards mid wicket. Let's see what happens. Great stop there, cutting down the runs to 1. A big heave on the leg side by Safat. The score moves to 86 in 85 in 10.2 overs. Safat on 25, Izaz on 48. Moving towards another half century. That's a huge hit, straight over the bowler's head for a maximum, and that's 50 to Izaz. Continuing his amazing form as he goes through right over long on into the car park for a maximum. But that Izaz moves to 54 in 39 balls. Waited for the ball to come through and then went right over the bowler's head for a huge 6. The Renegade bowlers need to be a little more careful and have to think and bowl as runs are starting to come thick and fast for the FRINDS. They move from 91 in 10.3 overs. Weapon has given away 22 runs in 2.3. He created 2 opportunities of Irshad Izaz which were dropped, and it's proving to be costly for the Renegades team. As Vipin comes into Izaz outside the off, that's a better ball, moving away, didn't give room to Izaz to freeze his arms. 91 for no loss in 10.4 overs as Vipin over the wicket. Izaz drives it back to the bowler. You can see there's spin and invariable bounce, but the Renegade boys are not bowling to the field and have been a little guilty of bowling short or full sometimes. And Vipin, last ball of his third over, goes to Izaz, who pushes it towards point, and again a great comeback by Vipin after the 6. 3 dot balls. FRINDS move to 91 of 11 overs. Let's see who's the bowler now for Renegades. Will it be Pranav, who's bowled good 2 overs for 11 runs. Weapon 3 overs with 22 has been good as well. Puneet's a little expensive with 3 overs 28, and Shijin 1 over 14. That's how the spinners of Renegades have fared so far. just dabbed it towards point, and they just got 1 run. As Pranav bowls outside the off, Izaz goes for a cut, misses the ball slightly quicker. Ashok's reining in the changes as Izaz tried to dab that towards third man. He couldn't get any runs. Pranav's been the pick of the bowlers. 2.3 overs, 12 runs and no wicket as he bowls another one. Outside off, that turns in sharply towards Izaz, who cuts it towards point, and they pick up another run. Izaz moves on to 55 of 45 balls. Suffered on 26 of 25 as Pranav really bowling well with conceding just 13 off his 2.4. The projected score at the moment is 159, but we know Friends can get a lot more as they haven't lost any wickets. That ball swung by Suffolk towards deep square leg, and they pick up 1 run. Another excellent over by Pranav. As there's another ball to go. 2.5, 14 runs. My bad, there's another ball to go. As Pranav runs in over the wicket for the pavilion and bowling to Izaz, batting on 55. Bowled outside the off, turns the ball in. Izaz smashes it towards long on. The batsmen run through for a single. This is real hot conditions, and they're saving all the positive energy. And with that, the end of 12 overs. Friends are 95 for no loss. It's been real good bowling so far by the 2 spinners, Pranav and Vipin. There's a bowling change now as Punen comes in from the pavilion end to bowl. Here's the last over. He's not been in the best of forms today. Not been able to control the extra spin which he's got, and has resulted in him being taken away for runs. Let's see what he does with his last over. It's an important over for Renegades in the context of the game. As Hunain runs in from the pavilion end, just doing the warm-ups. Will be bowling to a well-set Izaz, batting on 56 off 46. That's Hunain running in. Needs to finish off strongly. It's a strong over. To Izaz, outside off. Izaz plays it towards point. They run for a quick single, and that's all they get. Izaz moves to 57. Safat on 27 of 26. Then right arm over to Safat, who's given very good support to Izaz so far. 13th over, 96 for no loss. As he runs in, right up over to Safat. Well flighted, Safat hits it right over the top. Let's see where it's going. And that is a beautiful catch on the long off boundary as Hunain strikes and picks up the first wicket of the innings, which went, that was actually right in the slot, but Safat hits it straight to Abdul, who takes a good catch, and Renegades pick up the first wicket in the 13th over as Hunain strikes in his last over. Excellent batting by Safat, who gave very good support to Izaz, and the team loses his first wicket on 96 for 1. Hunain comes in. The new batsman is Farouk. 96 for 1 in 12.2 overs. Friends losing the first wicket at 96. Seem to be headed to a very good total. As Hunain comes in, right arm over, the new batsman Farouk. Very close. The umpiring has not been up to the mark today. There were 3 decisions which all looked close and not given. So Ashok applying pressure gets a slip in as Hunain goes to Farouk. Another beautiful ball which spins, goes past Ashok, who couldn't correct it, and that's 4 byes, taking the score to 100. I was beautifully bowled, pitch on the middle, spun past the batsman. Ashok couldn't gather the ball. Over to Farouk and beautifully bowled. That's beautifully bowled. He's bowled him neck and cropper. Fantastic ball, pitched middle and hit the off stump. That was a classical leg spinner's dismissal as he picks up a beautiful wicket. Beautiful wicket. With that, Friends loses another with 100 for 2. Izar is batting on 57, 47, and Hunain ends his spell with 2 for 29, and that's an excellent comeback. for 2 as a new batsman Anil Polist takes strike to Vipin. The hard hitting Anil Polist is at number 4 as Vipin comes and bowls to him. Anil swung it. Over the wicket to Polist. Beautiful line. Anil drives it back to Vipin, unable to get the power as Vipin runs in to bowl to Anil again outside the off stump. Again he goes for an expansive drive over point. Run for 23. Brilliant bowling by Vipin as he comes in looking to finish off his spell on a good note as he runs in and bowls to Anil outside the off, turning in. Anil drives it back to point. Was a bit of a miss hit. He looked to hit it towards covers. The ball trickled off his outside edge to point and there's no run. As Vipin, brilliant comeback in this over, just 1 run. As he runs in to bowl the last ball, Anil goes for a huge tonk over long on, misses it, and an excellent spell by Vipin comes to end. 4 overs, none for 23. Brilliant spell as Friends move to 101 for 2 of 14 overs. Looks like there will be a bowling change. We might have the medium pace of Jibin, strong, athletic, young lad who can really bowl quick. As we move over to the Hindi commentary, Jibin पेविलियन एंड से इजाज को जो 58 पे बैटिंग कर रहे हैं 48 गेंदों पे राइट आर्म ओवर द विकेट डाल रहे हैं. वो बॉल उसने इजाज ने उठा के मारा है सीधा लॉन्ग ऑन के ऊपर से, बेहतरीन 6 रन. यहाँ पर रेनेगेड्स ने गलती कर दी मीडियम पेस को लेके आके. मीडियम पेसर्स के लिए बॉल बहुत अच्छा आ रहा है विकेट्स पे, स्पिनर्स का ही खेलना मुश्किल लग रहा है. इस छक्के के साथ इजाज अली हो गए 64 और 49. उनका साथ दे रहे हैं अनिल जो अभी अपना खाता नहीं खोला है. और जिबिन का पहला गेम सीमा रेखा के बाहर, बहुत ही बड़ा हिट. इस छक्के के सहायता से ESC फ्रेंड्स हो गए 107 2 विकेट के नुकसान पे 14.1 ओवर में. जिबिन अगली गेम हेटाम ओवर इजाज को शॉट मारा, इजाज ने फिर पुल किया है मिड विकेट की तरफ. देखते हैं क्या होता है. 1 रन भागा है, दूसरे के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं और ये रन आउट हो गए. बिल्कुल कोई तालमेल नहीं बैट्समैन के बीच में. इजाज ने कॉल किया अनिल को, थ्रो फायर हुआ सीधा अशोक के हाथों में और अशोक ने रन आउट कर दिया अनिल पॉलिस्ट को. इसके साथ फ्रेंड्स का एक और विकेट गया. 107 पे 3 चले गए 14.2 ओवर्स में. इजाज 65, अनिल 0 बना के आउट हो गए. वहां पर कोई अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं थी विकेट्स के बीच में. उसी के साथ नए बैट्समैन आ रहे हैं। विकेट के नुकसान पे एस जुबिन जो 2 बॉल में 7 रन दिए हैं, इजाज़ अली 65 पे बना के दूसरे एंड पे खेल रहे हैं। जुबिन हमारे ओर से भागते हुए मुबशर हुसैन को, जो नया बैट्समैन है, बेहतरीन बैट्समैन है मुबशर। स्लोवर वन आउटसाइड द ऑफ, गुड चेंज ऑफ पेस, बॉल रुक के आई। मुबशर ने ट्राई किया कि उसको थर्ड मैन पर डैप करें, बट उन्होंने बॉल को मिस कर दिया और नुकसान, स्कोर के लिए कोई नुकसान नहीं हुआ। और जुबिन हमारे ओर भागते हुए राइट आर्म ओवर मुबशर ने इसको पंच किया है पॉइंट की तरफ, एक क्विक सिंगल लेंगे इजाज़, जिन्होंने स्ट्रोक लगते हुए भागा और आसानी से सिंगल कवर किया। इसी रन के साथ फ्रेंड्स हो गए 109 3 विकेट पे। इजाज़ 65 पे खेल रहे हैं। मुबशर हुसैन ने अभी खाता खोला, 1 रन 2 बॉल। इजाज़ पेवेलियन एंड से भागते हुए इजाज़ अली को, जो बहुत ही बेहतरीन बैटिंग कर रहे हैं। इजाज़ ने ड्राइव किया पॉइंट की तरफ, बेहतरीन कवर ड्राइव, बहुत ही बेहतरीन शॉट मारा उन्होंने, सिंगल लिया। 66 पे मूव हो गए ऑफ 52। बहुत अच्छा कमबैक किया। देखते हैं लास्ट बॉल क्या होता है। मुबशर ने पुश किया पॉइंट की तरफ, 1 रन मिलेगा। फ्रेंड्स हो गए 111, जो हम क्रिकेट में कहते हैं ओवर की समाप्ति में। बेहतरीन बॉलिंग है, और जब तक इजाज़ है कुछ भी हो सकता है। इजाज़ बेहतरीन बैटिंग करते हुए 51 बॉल्स पे, और मुबशर 3 बॉल पे। यहाँ पर बॉलिंग चेंज हुई है। दनिल मोहनदास आए अपने ऑफ स्पिनर्स डालने के लिए। देखते हैं ये कैसे रोक पाते हैं आखिर 5 ओवर में फ्रेंड्स की स्कोरिंग रेट को। दनिल ओवर द विकेट, बॉलिंग टू मुबशर हुसैन, जो 2 पर खेल रहे हैं। काफ़ी नपीतुली गेंद डालते हैं दनिल। अभी ये सिचुएशन में देखते हैं कि क्या होगा। ये क्रूशल 5 ओवर रहेंगे जो इस मैच का नतीजा और रिजल्ट बताएगा। दनिल ओवर द विकेट टू मुबशर, जो आगे आके पंच किया स्वीपर कवर के पास 1 रन के लिए, और दे वापस इजाज़ अली को स्ट्राइक दे दिया, जो बेहतरीन बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं। और ये भी होना चाहिए कि स्ट्राइक इजाज़ को दो, जो 66 रन 51 बॉल पे खेल रहे हैं। बहुत ही ब्रिलियंट बैटिंग किया इजाज़ ने। दनिल, इजाज़ ने ड्राइव किया है स्वीपर की तरफ, 1 भागे हैं, दूसरे की तरफ भाग रहे हैं, और दूसरा रन आराम से मिल जाएगा। एज देयर वाज अच्छा स्टॉप किया वहाँ पर स्वीपर पे, काफ़ी तगड़ा शॉट मारा था इजाज़ ने कवर से। 68 पे है 68 पे 52 गेम से। और दनिल तीसरा बॉल करते हुए इजाज़ को राइट आर्म ओवर आउटसाइड द ऑफ पे, इजाज़ ने ड्राइव किया कवर पे। इट्स अ गुड स्टार्ट बाय दनिल, क्वाइट रखा है 2 बैट्समैन को भी। इजाज़ स्ट्राइक खोते हुए 69 और 53। मुबशर वापस स्ट्राइक पे आए। दनिल हमसे दौड़ते हुए आउटसाइड द ऑफ, स्लोअर वन, उन्होंने सीधा यॉर्कर लेंथ बॉल डाला था, जो मुबशर ने समझ नहीं सके और वो कोशिश कर रहे थे कि टैप करके सिंगल ले और इजाज को स्ट्राइक दें, पर बॉल कीपर के पास गई जो 4-5 कदम दौड़ के पिकअप करके वापस धनिल आउटसाइड दी। ब्यूटीफुल कैच और धनिल स्ट्राइक्स. We'll be back on English commentary now. Tunnel's bowled outside the off stump. Mubashir was under pressure due to the dot balls he played in this over and went to a half-plated effort which went straight to long off, and that's a great catch there to end Mubashir's innings. Score moves on to 115 for 4, and Dhanil picks up his first wicket. 1 over, first over, 5 balls, 4 runs and 1 wicket. Brilliant show and kind of a comeback. As Dhanil runs in with the last ball of the over. And have after that lost 4 wickets for 19 runs, which definitely has put a little bit of a break on the scoring. Still a good position for Friends. As Dhanil bowling his last ball of the over with a new batsman. That catch was taken by Pranav earlier. As Dhanil, last ball of the over. Almost played on. The new batsman Mohammad Afroz went for a big swing. And Dhanil ends a very good over, picking up the wicket of Mubashir Hussain. As the score moves on to 115 for 4 in 16 overs. With 4 overs to go. 36 in 3 overs. The advantage in this over is handed back to friends as Akshar considered 6, 2 fours and another 6. So that was 36 considered in this over.
ये तो अच्छा कम बैक कर गए.
Brilliant for friends as they picked up 35 runs in 2 overs. Izaz all eyes on Izaz and hopefully he should get another century. He's been in brilliant form the entire season. Bit of a spin now as Daniel comes into attack. Daniel outside the off, slower one. Ball just pitches and moves away. Izaz was expecting a wide and he leaves the ball alone, but that's just inside the line. Good decision by the umpire Irshad. Danil again, and that's bowled. What an amazing ball. He saw Izaz coming out and he pushed it wide off the leg stump. Izaz misses it completely, and that's a huge wicket for Renegades, as the well set Izaz is cleaned up by Danil. Excellent bowling by Danil. With that, Renegades picked up a crucial 5th wicket, and Friends are 149 for 5. Danil 1.2 overs, 2 for 4. With an excellent ball by Danil, he was able to get the wicket of Izaz, who unfortunately fell short of a century. And with that, the new batsman Adnan comes to the crease and will be facing Danil Mohandas, who's picked up 2 for 4 in his 1.2 overs. As Danil runs in from us, Adnan hits it over long on. Let's see what's going to happen. Will that be a wicket? No, that's a boundary. That was misfielded on the line, and Adnan picks up 4 of the very first ball to push Friends past 150. Friends on 153 for 5. Here, excellent bowling by Danil, just pitched a little outside off. Adnan went for a swung that hard, and that was picked up on mid wicket. Beautiful catch. Was really stuck hard. Mohammad Sawat with his second catch, as Danil on magical figures of 1.4, no maidens, 8 runs and 3 wickets. 3 very good wickets for Danil, as they look to put breaks in this over, which has gone for only 4 in 4 balls and 2 wickets already. As Danil coming in over the wicket with his tail up, bowling to the new batsman Rizwan. Rizwan hits a big hit towards mid wicket. Let's see what happens. And that's another 4. So Danil strayed a little bit on the line, went a little wide towards leg stump, middle and leg, and Rizwan was able to hit it between mid wicket and long on for a precious boundary, as Danil comes to bowl the last ball, and that's beautifully hit by Rizwan towards point. They run one and they're looking to run the second one. The throw comes in and that's out. Are they going to the third umpire? We're not sure. or has Ashok broken the wickets before the ball came in? I guess that's what's happened. Adnan picks up 2 more runs. Rizwan picks up 2 runs. And with that, we're into the last over of the innings, with Rizwan taking strike. Oh, they just got 1 run of that last ball. They were running in for the second, but they couldn't make it, so they just took 1 run. 158 for 6, 19 overs. Shijin into attack, and that's beautifully hit towards deep mid wicket, and a lovely catch there again. Shijin strikes the first ball, getting Rizwan out. The Renegades have not let the game get away. They have picked up wickets on regular intervals, and within the last 60 runs, they've picked up 7 wickets. First ball was a rank long hop, and Rizwan hit it straight to the fielder there. Actually, it was 2 runs earlier, so it was Mohammad Afroz who was on strike, and that was his wicket, not Rizwan. As Shijin bowls right into the block hole, it was very short. The new batsman tried to hawk it over long on, mistimed it. That ended up in a single, and Rizwan is back on strike. As Shijin bowls, and that's bowled! Brilliant ball by Shijin. Got Rizwan on strike, and Rizwan went for a big hit to be bowled by Shijin. For 8. Let's see if that score is going to be enough, as they have lost their 8th wicket. 96 for no loss and 160 for 8. We must say that it's been a good comeback. Muzammal Gujjar, the off spinner, the wonderful off spinner, comes into bat with 3 balls to go. Here comes Shijin to Gujjar, right arm of the wicket. Muzammil smashes it towards covers. They run 1, and that's all they're going to get. Has been a good over by Shijin so far. 4 balls have only gone for 2 runs. Shijin to Lukman. By Suvat, fires the throw in, and just 3 runs off this over so far by Renegades. Has been an excellent comeback by them. In comes Shijin with the last ball of the innings of Friends. They move to 162 for 8. He charges out, hits it towards deep point. Let's see, it's going to be a catch. They go for 1 run, and I think that is a wicket again. Brilliant comeback by Shijin. He picks up 3. Friends end at 162 for 9. The spinners have pulled it back for Renegades. With that, we'll come back after a break. Target 163 for Renegades.
Hello? Hello? Seen a wonderful over from Zia Mukhtar, and Lukman is back. That's a cover drive. Should be 4 runs. Yep, it is 4 runs. Full toss, low full toss from Lukman. Bashed it by Terence Xavier. This game is gonna be a game for the ages. Gonna be a very close. Oh, that's wide and well saved by the keeper. Good length ball. We're looking for a single but stopped. Been doing very well these days. Let's see what's there in this ball. Oh, it's up in the air. Fielder coming in. Oh, dropped. Misjudged the ball. Fielder coming back. Batsman going for the second. A lot of chaos in the field right now. The third fine leg fielder didn't know what to do and should have been an easy catch. Went behind him. This happens in cricket. It's always the part of a game. Renegades trying to use that power play now. We'll be looking for more boundaries than singles.
Good batting by Renegades. 59 for no loss after 7.4. Hitting 104 and 74. Terence 19 of 19 and Munir 35 of 27. Great batting by this duo. Muzammil Gujar considered 11 of 4 balls already. As he runs in over the wicket to Terence. Pitched and spun across the bat. And the last ball of the 8th over. Renegades are going pretty well at 59 for no loss. As Muzammil bowls to Terence, who's hit it right out of the blocks. That is a huge 6. A huge 6. Renegades move to 65 and Terence 25 after that 6. 65 for no loss after 8.